one-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Tua. Looking deep downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Charles already trailing. this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. The Ravens had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be up to that kind of stuff.
Felt he was shot out of a cannon. I imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
These two teams all tied after one. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. Dover to Jones, and there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take him all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Ravens 7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Ready up. Green. Practice. 6.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Set, ready.
On second down, Mostert. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the set.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action, now it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22.
Devin Duvernay came into the NFL with the reputation of being a playmaker, and he lived up to it in 2021. All-pro return man, led the league in punt return average. Baltimore wants to get that explosiveness more involved in their offense, and here it nets them a 1st down.
Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. Lead will shrink to 6. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes. So this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Jackson looking to throw on third. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Yo.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Benogany elects not to return. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he? The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. David Ojabo, and that will record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
That was a Panthers' nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll be good for Baltimore first. Now Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. Wow. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. Well, every time you think you've got this game figured out, it just keeps getting wilder and wilder. And now we are tied in the fourth quarter.
Neither one of us knows of coaches that sleep well when they're trying to coach a ball game. How about these guys? That's not going to happen at all after what we've witnessed in this game.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. He will take a 7-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 105 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety nets as he's saved for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 66 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the slot man goes in motion left. Connects with Duvernay. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
A lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson. Dobbins with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?